Hello, my name is Najwa and I will go through food robotics in my presentation. Starting with the robotic industry. Robotic is a growing industry with annual growth rate of 17%. The two biggest industries that purchase robots to assemble their produced components accurately are automotive and electronics. Other industries like healthcare also trying to adopt this new technology into their workflow. In this presentation, we will focus more on food industry. Food industry is one of the areas that robotics showed a small presence, and it is predicted that its market value reaches 2.5 billion by 2022, which is still 2% of world spending on robotic. With the rising world population, which is now 7.8 billion, and its subsequent worldwide food demand, food suppliers are not able to supply the rising, sustainable, and high quality food for this population. So, the key solution here is robotic and automation. Robotic in food industry can be used in different stages, from farm to the kitchen. In this slide, I will go through different stages to see how they adopt this new technology into their processes. Starting with agriculture, which can be plant or non-plant agriculture. Plant agriculture. In plant agriculture, planting, identifying, and sorting seeds can be done through autonomous tractors with weeding and harvesting robots. For non-plant agriculture like dairy, poultry, and beef farming, robots are also introduced, which their applications are autonomous feeding and milking, egg collection and sorting, and autonomous cleaning. The next one is food manufacturing, which can be divided into two stages. Primary process, which raw material are cleaned, sorted, transported, and blended using butchery and fruit and vegetable sorting robots. And secondary process, which leads to finished product, using sorting, defect removal, and mixing robots. It seems robots to be more suited to secondary process because the finished product is more standardized by them. However, primary processing robots can be seen more recently. The next one is food packaging, which is the main robotic application in food industry, mostly using pick and place robots to put individual product into plastic tubs in primary packaging, and then plastic tubs into larger box in secondary packaging, and finally transferring the boxes on the pallets for shipment using palletizing robots in tertiary packaging. The next one is food delivery, which is a rising market trend. And the recent attempt can be referred to food delivery through drones, which is done by Domino's Pizza. Cookery is the final stage of food supply chain, and one example of food robotic here is chef robots, who can bring quality mass-produced food to restaurant scale food. But cookery and food delivery are new trends and passing their experimental stages, and yet remain to get commercialized. Regarding the benefits and challenges of the food robotic, I should say, like the other emerging technologies, food robotic has its benefits and challenges. Some of its benefits can be named as producing consistent, high quality food in shorter time, rather when it's done by a human employee. The second benefit is that with robotic technology, health and safety are not the concerns anymore. And the third one is the cost saving. In processes like chicken deboning and cake decorating, robots will lower the cost by increasing the productivity with no need for costly training. And the challenge of using robots in food manufacturing process is the use of raw material with different dimensions, which makes it difficult to program the robots accordingly. Going through the food robotics in the world and in the Canada shows that based on IFR, which is International Federation of Robotics, Europe uses the most robots in food and beverage processing application in the world. Based on IFR in 2012, USA, Italy, Germany, Japan, and China had installed the greatest number of robots for food and beverage processing application. In Canada also, food and beverage processing is the largest manufacturing section, which contributes in GDP and employment. Besides, as it can be seen in the pie chart, food and beverage processing is the second largest sector, 10% robot application for the food and beverage processing, after automotive with 61% robot application, which is still has a small contribution in total. Food and beverage processing use robots specialized mainly in pick and place, packaging, and palletizing. And this is my reference page. And here is end of my presentation. Thanks for your attention.